Join us on this tea time chat where we share our authentic perspectives on all things spiritual.
It's real, it's raw, it's unfiltered.
A quick note before we begin. The views shared in this podcast are our personal perspectives and are intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. This podcast is not medical, psychological, legal, or financial advice. Please use your own discernment and consult a qualified professional where appropriate.
Welcome back. Hello. We are episode 6.
Wow.
Love it. So last week was really heavy. And so this is part 2. And it's called I Didn't Break, I Transformed.
Mm-hmm.
And before we start, let's just set a beautiful intention, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, deep breath. We call in the angels and guides and spirit and galactics and all light beings of the universe's love and light to shine down in and through us now and past, present, and future. And let's bring forth some peaceful guidance today. More information to help open our awareness, change our perspectives, and help us all find that light within so that we can rise up and shine our beautiful lights to the world. So we ask this in the highest and best for everyone here listening around the world in God's love and light. Thank you.
And so it is. Beautiful. Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you. And maybe some.
Yeah,
Wanna
I'm
do a
just
bowl?
going to bring in just a little bit of sound healing as well to add to that because it's always nice to add those vibrations. Going to do it 3 times.
Ooh, I love that vibration.
I love it too. I love the way it
Beautiful.
feels in the body.
I think that's the heart bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
how was everybody's integration week?
Yeah. We'd love to hear from you, by the
Yeah.
way. So please, comment, put questions, you can message us. Like, we would love to hear from you because it's important for us to know how you're doing. And also, we're also open to
Yeah.
questions and suggestions and, like everything. We're open to hearing everything as well. So,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
just I wanted to say after the last episode, we both actually we've all felt it. Like we had to take a moment and really
Yeah.
spray ourselves, cleanse ourselves,
Yeah.
ground ourselves. It wasn't intense.
It was intense.
Yeah.
And like we, vibrationally, energetically, we really connected with the collective energy field, and we could feel the heaviness out there. So yeah, so like we're definitely, we feel you, and we understand and we support you. So yeah, but this episode is hopefully going to bring a little bit more lightness to the energy, because I think it's kind of like the
Other side of it.
transitioning through that mud.
Yeah.
And that lotus is just now starting to come through the soil, and so it's going to be a little lighter today,
Yeah.
which I'm happy. And yeah, I just looking forward to it. Yeah. Whew. So yeah, from last week we went into the dark. So today let's talk about the morning after the long night. I love that.
Yeah.
The morning after the long night, you wake up, you've been through the darkest time, And now you're starting to awaken. The sun is shining, the light is coming down, you're starting to get some glimmers of clarity. This is where we're going to focus on today.
Yeah. It's interesting because we were talking about what it felt like when we kind of hit that moment. And
Mm.
it really did, um, I mean, not as drastic as flipping the light switch, but we both noticed that we were in the like darkness so long. And then all of a sudden, it's like clarity, just like overnight, like literally the morning after.
Mm-hmm.
So the length of time in the darkness varies, but I feel like the similarity we had was the morning after that flicker of uh clarity. Is I don't know what other word to
Yeah,
use.
clarity is a great way to
Yeah.
describe it because suddenly you just see things from a higher perspective. You see the nuances, you feel that things are different,
Hmm.
you're resonating differently with things around you. And I just written down some notes
Yeah.
here that I'm going to just share, if that's all
Hmm.
right, because
Because
I don't want to miss
they're pretty
anything.
pretty accurate,
Yeah,
with what I felt too.
exactly. And I mean, I felt these as well.
Hmm.
Um, so the morning after the long night, you wake up and you have moments of clarity. You suddenly have this desire for authenticity. Like you're kind of
Yeah.
done with the performance. You're done with pretending.
No
You're
more BS. Like your body
no more
literally can't.
BS. Exactly. You're done being small
Yeah.
and you're like, I'm done with that shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to be me. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to stand in my integrity. I'm going to be who I am. That's the desire for authenticity. Less tolerance for bullshit
Yeah.
because it's like
Yeah.
once you get to this place, you can't do that BS anymore.
No, like
Like
like literally my
just
body can't do it.
right? It's like
It's
you
like
can just
I have to walk away.
yeah, like the fake like I can't do fake
No.
anymore. Fake people, fake things, fake I don't know. It's hard to explain, but this is what
Yeah.
I and Cynthia also
Yeah.
experience. You just kind of go, it's almost like you can't do small talk anymore either.
Yes.
Right? You
That's so
can.
true.
It just
Like
doesn't
talking about the
right,
weather, I'm
it's
like,
like,
no thanks.
"Yeah, thanks, but no thanks," right? And then you also have a quiet inner strength.
Yes.
It's like this inner knowing
Mm.
that you've just gone through something so powerful and you're like, "Yeah, like I feel stronger.
Yeah.
I feel more myself. I feel more aligned." And it's an internal feeling.
Mm.
You don't
Like you're
necessarily
validating yourself.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's just like a feeling or a knowing that you have,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
And then increased honesty with
Yeah.
self. So
It's so
like you
true.
start calling bullshit on yourself. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, that's how I used to do things. We're not doing that
Yeah.
anymore.
But and
Right?
it you know what? It's funny because like as it shifts, right? But
Yes.
then it also like comes back and tests you a little bit. Because that just happened the other day with me. And I was like, I got all like angry about something and then I like sat down on the couch and I was like, wait, no, Cynthia, don't be doing that. You know your
Yeah.
shit. Like, so I was like, okay. So then I was like, I'm gonna address this the way my higher new self
Yeah.
would. I addressed it, and then I was like, I'm so proud of myself.
Yes.
Yay me!
Yes, because
So
that's
true.
exactly what
I
it
mean, this is a
is.
span of maybe 15 minutes. I went like from here
Yeah.
to there.
But that's so true
It
because
is.
when you reach that higher version, your true self,
Yeah.
you start to call yourself out.
Yeah.
When you go back to that old version, it's like, hey, we're not doing this, okay? And
Exactly.
that's where the honesty comes in.
Yeah.
And with the honesty, Cynthia, for at least for me, it's like you start to take responsibility for
Mm.
yourself.
Mm.
You take responsibility for
Oh, I
your
love
own
that.
emotions, your own reactions, your own
Yeah.
responsibilities of you as a being. You stop blaming other people and you're like, "Whoa, okay, I got triggered.
Yeah.
It's not about that person.
Yeah.
Now, what is in within me that I need to address
Yeah.
because that's where the truth is,
And it
right?"
comes up quickly because the old program,
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
okay, I've seen this old programming. I know what it is. okay, I know how to fix it. I've been there. Let's do it. Like
Yeah.
it moves quicker, I
It
guess.
does. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so these are all of the things that you can feel and experience once you've
Mm.
gone through that darkness and you're now coming out on the other
Mm.
side. And I put down some other things here.
Mm.
Like it's just like one day you realize it just doesn't feel as heavy anymore,
Yeah. Oh,
right?
that's such a good feeling.
Yeah. And it's not becoming a different person. It's
No.
becoming the true
Yeah.
version of yourself, the one that you always were,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
was just hiding beneath all of those
You
layers,
like,
the
yeah.
shedding,
You like, this is
right?
what I mean by I truly love, like, I truly, truly freaking love myself now.
Yeah.
Like, it's that reunion.
Yes.
It's a reunion, and it's so beautiful and exciting and light, and
Yeah.
it feels like a good
It's a
celebration.
homecoming.
Yes.
It's a
Oh my god, it's
homecoming.
truly
It's
a
like,
homecoming.
hey, I found myself
Oh,
again,
I love
right?
that. Oh.
And it's a beautiful thing because you just kind of stop, you get to a place where you just stop caring what other people think of you. That's another
Mm-hmm.
big one for me, is you just stop caring about what people think of you, what people, how people judge you,
Mm-hmm.
because people are always going to judge, and that's just the nature of the human ego. But when you shed enough of that programming, you start to realize that when people judge you, it's really not them judging you, it's them judging themselves. And those are
Yeah.
the aspects of themselves that they haven't worked
Because
on yet.
yeah, you're mirroring, right? Like,
We become a mirror.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that,
Mm.
Cynthia. It's so true because we all mirror each other, our good, our bad, whatever you want to, however you want to say it. But
Mhm.
when we
Mm.
shed a lot of our layers, we do become that mirror to those who still have a lot of stuff that they are not ready to let go
Mm.
of. So when you learn that, you understand that,
Mm.
you just kind of start to, it's like, well, the projection that you're giving me is not about me.
Yeah.
It's parts of yourself that you're not wanting to look at. So that's another big one for me that I experienced.
Mhm.
And it's a work in progress. I have
Oh yeah.
days I still get triggered, and please understand, like, yes, we've gone through a lot of healing work. We've done a lot of work, but we're still human. We still have days where we get
Mm.
triggered. We still have things to work on. We're
Mhm.
not perfect. It's just that when you come more into alignment with your true version, you maintain that
Mm.
frequency more, like, for longer periods. And yeah, there are dips. There are dips,
Yeah.
but you have less of those dips and more of those higher frequency
Yeah.
days. Does that make
Yeah, it
sense?
does. And
Right?
it's like I think things, I don't know, like, I want to say, we didn't seem as triggered, maybe, like we didn't seem it on the outside,
Mhm.
on the last episode, but that's partially because we went through it
We went
before,
through
right? We
it
kind of knew this
before.
before. We went through it
Exactly.
before. Um, but what we're doing is we're holding our frequency, and like spirit showed me, like rising our hand down to help others like rise up their
Mm.
frequency, right? Like when we were in the mud, we grabbed a hand, and now we want to be that hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like helping each other, like
Yeah, that's exactly it. And
unity. Yeah.
it's not about anybody being higher or lower or better. I
No,
mean, please understand, like, when we speak of frequency, it has nothing to do with ego.
it's all
There,
about love.
it's all about love and the level of frequency that's acquired through level of consciousness. It's
Mhm.
got nothing to do with someone's better than the other. It's
Mhm.
not hierarchical that way, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Because I know sometimes it can sound like that.
Yeah.
It's like when you reach this level. Well, we're
No, no,
speaking of
no. We're not those
consciousness.
gurus. No,
We're
no,
not those
no.
false gurus that put
No.
themselves on a pedestal and
No.
preach, and then you find out that they haven't really been doing their work. So we're
No.
not those people. Are we perfect? No.
No.
But when we speak and we teach, we're
Mm.
speaking from truth, authenticity, and,
Mm.
well, raw and unfiltered, because
And
here we
love, yeah,
are,
and
and love,
love,
lots
like
of love.
so much love to like what can we
Yes.
do to help humanity,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. And by
Yeah.
sharing our humility, our vulnerability, that we're opening our hearts to you.
Mhm.
This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I just thought that needed to be said.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so coming back to what you might what you might experience when you're coming out. So, do you want to talk about like some more of the like subtle
Oh,
signs
yeah.
or yeah.
These are good. More clarity, as we said, less
Mhm.
confusion, more emotional, or sorry, less emotional reactivity, which
Mhm.
we just talked about as well.
Mhm.
Desire for simplicity. Oh, that's a
Oh, I
big
love
one.
that
That
one.
is
I love that.
so
Can we
big.
talk about that for
Yes.
a second? Okay,
Yes.
so
Let's.
I'm going to just share, and this is my story. Simplicity. After you go through that intense shedding, you realize that you do not need all of the things that you had. And whether that be physical, material, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And I'll just
Mm-hmm.
share, for example, like we had a beautiful big home
Mm-hmm.
in Port Coquitlam. Beautiful. We had a pool. We had it was our dream home, and we really enjoyed living there. But after I went through this process, and thankfully, like my husband also, we were always kind of on the same page with things. All of a sudden, one day, I looked around this beautiful big house, and I'm like, I should be really happy that I've reached this place. But deep, deep down, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what? I don't need this. I don't need this big house. I don't need the fancy, the stuff, yeah, we worked hard for it. Yeah, it was our dream, but that dream was in an older version of myself where I
Mm.
based a lot of what I was on material items. I
You shifted your frequency.
transcended,
Yes, you
exactly.
shifted your
I
frequency.
shifted and transcended that old
Yeah.
frequency, that old part of me, and all of a sudden I'm like, happiness is not stuff.
Yeah.
Happiness is not having all of this beautiful big house and big this. And we ended up selling our home. And we have no regrets of doing that. We've
Yeah.
simplified our life. We sold half of our stuff. We got rid of half of our furniture. And you know what? I still feel abundant. I
Yeah.
still have everything I need. It's just
Yeah.
simpler. I live a
I love
simpler
that.
life. I just wanted to share that
I
because
love
that was a
that.
shift I went through.
Yeah, and you know what I was hearing from spirit? It also includes
Oh,
relationships,
yeah, that's a big one too.
like
Yeah.
friendships or other all types of
Yes.
relationships, because
Yes.
sometimes you just you don't want the drama anymore. And you're just like,
Yeah.
I need more simplicity. I need some more like connection to peace. Like,
Yeah.
so sometimes it can be
Yeah.
simplicity in relationships too.
Agree. Agree. I mean, I too, I simplified my circle of friends.
I feel like it happens like for me and like other people I know, it seems to happen for you,
Yeah,
like
it
not by
does.
choice,
Yeah.
but like it's like you raise your frequency and people I guess who I guess you're mirroring,
They fall
and
away.
they like they get triggered and they don't want to
Mhm.
kind of rise up, I guess,
Mhm.
to rise their frequency. They kind of like stay where they are and you just like fall apart.
Yeah.
And there's no like good or bad or
And
anything.
it's
It
not
just
dramatic either. It
no,
just
it just kind
slowly
of like
happens. Exactly.
falls like
Yeah,
apart and you're just like what happened?
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
because not all endings are dramatic.
No.
No, it's
Yeah.
when it's a frequency mismatch, it does literally feel like it's
Like
just
oil
your
and water I just heard.
yeah, it
Like it
just
just doesn't.
separates and it's this process that all of a sudden one day you're like, "Huh,
Yeah.
I haven't heard from so and so in a long time." And that's when you realize,
Yeah.
"Hmm, yeah, okay." You send them love
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Yeah, because you're like good where you are and
Exactly.
yeah.
So that's good. Yeah. So material things,
Mhm.
relationships, even habits. You simplify your
Yeah.
habits. And again, just if you don't mind a quick share,
Mhm.
it's like I had a very active, busy life, especially raising children and sports and entertaining, and my days were full from morning till night. I was jammed. I had a schedule that like I could have used an assistant. And it's normal to get caught up in that and think that you're really important because you have a busy schedule. But that busyness was also a distraction in
Oh,
many
like we talked
ways.
about in the last episode.
Exactly. And when I
Mm.
shed a lot of those old layers of me, I soon realized that it doesn't feel good to be busy anymore. And I learned to say no. It's like, no, I don't need to have plans every day of the weekend. I can have a
Mm.
Friday night or a Saturday night at home. And I love being home.
Oh
I
yes.
love just having no plans,
That gets me to the other part of
right?
like literally needing me time. Like
Yes.
I was, the person who was like, I always need to be around people and
Mm,
I can't be alone. I was like, I did not like being alone.
yeah.
And now after all the shedding and everything, I'm like, I love you, but I fucking need me.
Yeah.
Like if I go
Yes.
out, like if I'm in kind of like out in the community or whatever, I need like 2 or 3 days of reset.
Hmm.
Like I need me time. Like I say to my husband, I love you, but I just need to come into my meditation room and just be with myself.
I agree. It's
It's
because
like
you
you
have to
become more,
you
I
have to
guess, the
get back into your
simplicity of that.
frequency as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the simplicity of just being in your own energy
Yeah.
and being and it's not like you're alone.
No, I
You
love
are
it.
you are with you,
I love it.
and that's okay. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are afraid to be in that space. And I get it because I was
Hmm.
also the same.
Yeah.
I had a very active social life, and I went from that extreme to the I don't want to fill my week up with
Yeah.
things anymore. So, like, this
Yeah.
is a simplification that happens.
Yeah.
And I thought it was important to share that
Yeah.
because maybe you are also experiencing that or will
Or
experience
like
that.
you might, yeah, because you're going out and you come back and you just feel like hungover, but you didn't drink, and you're like, what is going
Oh
on?
my God, that
Like,
happens every time I go like to a place where there's tons of people.
yeah.
I
And we
feel that
protect
way.
ourselves.
Oh
We
my
protect
God.
our energy. We bring our aura in. We do all the things that you do. And it's still intense. Like it's still like
Hmm.
I need to like shower, salt bath
Yep.
or something. Like
Yeah.
and then yeah. So I think if you are feeling like you don't know what's going on, you go out, or you're like hanging out with certain people and then you come back and you feel like you've been hit by a truck, chances are it has to do with the vibration. You're probably rising your vibration and your body's like, I can't be in that lower vibration anymore.
Yeah.
Like your body just is like telling you like I can't do it.
Yes. And something else just came to mind,
Yeah.
Cynthia. So going to places that have a lot of people and things that I used to do, like going to concerts, for
Mm,
example. I didn't go to a ton of concerts, but I find now like being in an environment around like 50,000 people
mm,
is so, it's too much for me.
mhm.
I mean, I've gone to functions and events and I noticed that I'm like, you know what, it's time to go home now. Like I've been here for a few
Yeah.
hours. I need to go now. And
Yeah.
your vibration, it's like the energy out here is hitting up against your own vibration, and they're so out of sync now that it doesn't. You can feel it. It just
Yeah.
doesn't feel. I don't know. Whereas before you never noticed it.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh,
You
it
can
just
feel what feel
rubs
yeah,
you,
you can
right?
feel what feels good and you can feel what feels bad.
You're more
Like
sensitive to
you're
it.
way more sensitive. Your
Yeah.
body like is literally yelling at you or
Yes.
being like, "Hey, this is great. Do more of this." Yeah.
Yep. And one thing too that I noticed right after I came out from my dark night of the soul is for a period of time, I couldn't be around loud noise.
Oh
It
yeah.
triggered me
And light.
so much.
I
And
can't, I still can't
yes.
drive that well at night. Like I'm like I
Oh,
avoid driving at night if I can because the
right?
light. It's like I
Yeah.
can because everything is lighter.
Because your senses are more amplified,
Yeah.
and you become so sensitive to the external noise and you know, all of
Busyness.
the busyness.
The energy. It's
It's
energy.
intense, and I
Yeah.
just remember like loud noises. I couldn't handle listening to loud music,
Yeah.
whereas before I would just crank it.
Yeah.
And that was for a short period of time, but that was one thing
I
I
think it's the
distinctly remember.
acclimation. What's that
Yes.
word? Thank
Acclimation.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're like
Or acclimate.
your body has to
Anyways, yeah.
like because I think your body always has time to catch up, right?
Yeah,
Like it's
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, so those are some subtle signs that you're coming out on the other end. So,
Congratulations.
yay!
Woo!
We just wanted to share that with you because you're probably wondering, well, how do I know? How do
Yeah.
I know if I've made it through the dark night of the soul? Well, these are some of, and there are many, many others, but these are
Yeah.
what we've experienced personally. And so if you've, had a few of these occur, then
Mm,
welcome to the other side. Yeah, and going back on the perspectives, we said like we shift our perspectives,
mm.
and yeah, again, it's just more about changing how you see things in the world, changing how you view people.
Oh, perspective change was
Hmm.
huge for me. And it was like so layered. It was like I
Yeah,
remember coming out of the first one and I'm like, whoa, like that's so cool. I see it so differently. And then like by like Dark Night of the Soul, I don't know, 200, I was like, whoa, it's even deeper and more. Its perspective was huge.
it is.
Wow. Yeah.
Perspective is big.
And losing the judgment, like with just pure understanding, like where
Yes.
everybody's at, they're at, and there's no judgment, and it's ah,
Well, yeah, because when you go through something so intense, you come out of it with a deeper understanding of, wow, okay, I get it now. And when people, you see them and what they're going through, and you have a little bit more compassion, or a lot
mm,
more compassion
oh
for,
yeah,
"Ugh, I understand why this person is projecting or triggered or
mm,
angry." You just see it from a different perspective. You don't, not that it happens all the time, because sometimes,
yeah,
again, we still do get triggered, but you start to like, you just can see it from a different lens.
yeah,
Different.
and you just like you send them love, but you're also like, I'm not lowering myself to that,
No.
so you just like love and light, and off you go.
Yeah,
Like it's sort of, I don't know, peaceful.
it is peaceful, and
Cause
and
oh, because you're not trying to live up to anything.
exactly. And in essence, another way of describing it is you kind of, you detach from the emotional attachment,
Yes,
the that
emotion.
entanglement.
Yeah, the neutrality.
Yes. And
Yes.
for some people, they say, well, that looks very like apathetic
Yeah.
or selfish, or it's like,
Mhm.
no, it's not.
Mhm.
Because if you get to a place where you can still hold love for a person or
Mm.
a situation, but you're just taking your energy back, you're detaching from that emotional charge,
Mhm.
and you can still hold that person in love, but you don't have to
Mm.
put up with,
Exactly, because those are boundaries.
those are boundaries.
Boundaries are self-care. And
Yes,
like I love you, but I love me more.
exactly.
I'm
And that is
sorry,
not
but
selfishness.
no,
That
because
is the
if
highest
I don't
form.
have my boundaries, I'm
Yeah.
gonna fall back.
Hmm.
And all the shit that I went through, I am not falling back. I'm
No.
not going back there. I'm not going to go through that again. I'm
Hmm.
here, and I'm not going to do it again. Like it's that drive, like that. What is that word? The
The fire.
the fire in me, that love that I have for me, for everything I went through together with me,
Hmm.
is more valuable than anything else in this world. And
Yeah.
nothing is going to shame me back down.
No. Because there's going to be people,
Woo.
places, things,
Love that
circumstances
one.
that are going to try to pull you back to that old
Yeah.
version, and that those temptations are always going to be there. And that's where you now, with the shift, the conscious shift
Mhm.
in perspective, is always remembering that you can go back to the old you, but it's not going to feel great. It may feel great temporarily, but all of that work you've gone through to go back to the old ways of doing
Yeah.
things, it's like you're just basically punishing yourself. So when you get to that place
Mm.
of, I've been there, I've done that, and I'm not going there again, is just making that conscious choice
Mhm.
to always stay in your aligned frequency. Where am I at right now? What feels good for me right now? What feels aligned for me right now? And you start to trust yourself.
Mhm.
When we talked about trusting yourself in episode, I believe it was episode 4,
Oh yeah.
learning to trust
Yep.
yourself. And when you start to do that, then you start to know where you can place your energy or focus where you
Yes.
shouldn't. I'm going to take my energy away from this.
Yes, because your body starts to do a certain thing, and you're like, okay, the U dictionary from episode 3, you're like, okay,
Mm,
body, I know what you're telling me. I got it,
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
and you trust that.
Yeah. And
And then you build that strength. Yeah.
exactly. And yeah, and that comes to like you stop chasing and you start allowing.
Yes.
You just trust, you allow,
Yes.
the thing for me, it's
I
like,
like that one.
yeah, allowing, trusting, surrendering, to me that all kind of, it's not the same but almost the same, because again, you're letting go of the ego construct where the ego's always wanting to control and to like have an expectation or an outcome. And when you
Mm,
can let that go, that old version of you, and say, you know what, I know that everything that's meant for me is going to come, is going to
yeah.
happen, is going to flow in. I'm
Mm,
always guided
yeah.
and I'm always protected. And just knowing that,
Mm.
that allowing is, it's such an amazing feeling. I don't know.
You know
It's
what I
just,
say every morning? Part of my morning mantra. I say I am co-creating with God.
I
I am
love
in
that.
co-creation with
Yes.
God. I surrender, but I also like take the universe's hand, and together we lead the way.
Yeah,
So it's like you surrender, but you also follow that intuition. You are
exactly.
co-creating.
Yeah, co-creating is, it is.
Yeah.
And for my mantras or my meditations, I do say, I open and allow myself to receive all that is in my
I do say that
divine
too. Yeah.
love
Mm.
and my birthright, and what it is I deserve, and I
Hmm.
allow the universe to gift
Mm.
me. I allow to
Yes.
receive.
Because how many years have we been told
Yeah,
that's selfish?
exactly.
Like,
No, it's not
no. The
selfish.
universe is abundant. Call it
Mm,
in. Whatever you want. Love, money,
yeah.
joy, happiness,
Yeah.
peace. Like, it's there for you.
Exactly. Yeah, and we
Yeah.
allow
Call
that.
it in.
We
Not selfish.
we well, we deserve it.
Heck yeah.
We
You
deserve
are
it,
worthy for sure.
and we just have to be open and allowing that. So I think that
Mhm.
that's a good one to talk about.
Yeah.
Like what else did we should we bring up here?
What no
Um
longer fits?
oh yeah, yeah. We briefly touched upon the relationships that now
Yeah.
feel aligned, old roles and identities feel uncomfortable. Tolerance for drama, noise, and inauthenticity
Yeah.
inauthenticity drops. You no longer want to live on autopilot. Love it. Because you are a new version of yourself. You are the true version of yourself.
Mm,
And you've worked so hard to get to this place. And everything that was part of the old version of you that you shed and you released is no longer aligned with the version of you that you are right now.
yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's beautiful because um, that is how we raise our frequency, and that is how we step into the purpose, our
Mm.
soul purpose, our
Power. Your
power, our
power.
passion, our
Mm.
truth, our
Where we talk about your
authenticity.
power, your intention, your
Yes,
heart, this is it. This is where you step into it.
this is it.
Yep.
And I mean, there's a lot more involved,
Yeah.
but this, in a nutshell, yes,
Yeah.
this is it. Because
Yeah.
stepping into your power, there's other things I think that come with that. It's not easy for a lot of people to do that right
But when you
away,
go
but
through your dark nights, like I mean,
yes.
like I said, 10 years, I don't know how many
Yeah.
dark, like hundreds probably.
Yeah.
Um, by the time you
Mhm.
get to that point where like I feel I'm at now, yeah, you
You're
have
like,
this power. Like I feel it. Do you feel my
yes.
power? Because I
Yeah.
fucking feel
It's
it.
like I ain't putting up with that
I know.
anymore.
It just like you said, it just kind of happened. And I'm sure I'm gonna have another, I'm sure this next 10 years will be like more.
Another
They're like, hey,
layer.
you're here, great. Now we're gonna go higher.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But I'm also like a confused I talk with the universe and I'm like, ease and grace, show me.
Yes.
I'm listening. We don't have to go all like hospital anymore.
No,
Like
you
we're
did.
good.
You've been there, done that. Let it go. Let it. It's in the past.
Just come tell me. We'll work through it. It's all good.
Oh my
So
god.
Cynthia,
Mm.
so carrying on
Yeah.
with our conversation here, because I love what we're covering, is do you want to maybe talk about like what are some of the new qualities that emerge
Ah,
after we come out
yes.
or coming through the dark night of the soul?
Okay. So feeling lighter, clear headed,
Mm-hmm.
feeling more connected to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
loving yourself
Mm-hmm.
more confident in your choices and trusting the inner voice, stronger boundaries,
Mm.
deeper compassion for
Mm-hmm.
yourself and for others, emotional maturity. That's
Yeah,
a good
that
one.
is a good one.
Comfort with being alone. That's
Yeah, that's a big
huge.
one. Yes.
That's huge because I was a person who like never wanted to be alone ever. And now I'm like, I need to be alone. Like,
Mm.
I need me time, please.
Yeah, and it's
And
it's
like
cutting
every
all the
day.
noise out, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And living more slow and intentionally.
Yeah, that's a really
Oh,
good one.
yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Lots of good stuff there. So these are these are the new qualities that your new or truer version of yourself is going to come out with. And these are beautiful qualities because that's stepping into your power.
Yeah.
It's owning your truth, your authenticity. Um I know all of these is I definitely experienced every single one of
Yeah.
these. Still am.
Yeah.
Um,
Because it's layers, right?
it's lots of layers,
Yeah.
and there's also a few more continuation. So, like
Mm-hmm.
the power that you have after walking through is
Oh,
continuation of these
yes.
qualities is that you're just less afraid of the hard, difficult stuff, the emotions. You're not afraid of feeling things. You're not afraid of dealing with difficult
Yeah.
things anymore because you know that that's just how you have to process.
Well, because that would be like another, there can be many dark nights of the soul, right? So, like,
Absolutely.
if something starts to like trigger you, you're like more aware to be like, oh, okay, wait, I got this. I got this.
Mhm.
I can, like, why is this happening and what do I need? And yeah,
Exactly.
like you can face
Yeah.
those, like if you're fearful, you can like, okay, why am I fearful? You can face it. I think.
Exactly. Just you just don't have as much fear. Yeah, like
Yeah.
fear doesn't take over your life
Mm,
anymore in general,
yeah.
actually. Don't you think? I don't know. Like things that I used to
No.
fear, I don't fear anymore,
It's true. Like I used to be
right?
so scared of like dying and needles and um a whole bunch of stuff. But
Yeah.
I guess as you go through each dark night of the soul that is specific for you, you're like you know what it is? I faced the fear. I just looking at my little courage sign there and it says courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to conquer them.
Yes.
Mm. And
That's
it's so true. It
beautiful.
is so true.
Well, yeah, because like fear is one of the most powerful programs.
Suppressors. I just heard a
Yeah.
suppressor.
It suppresses our
Yeah.
truth and it
Mm.
puts this illusion up because fear is just an illusion. It really is. Fear
Yeah.
is not real. It's false evidence appearing real.
Oh,
So,
I think that should be a truth bomb.
yeah, well,
That's
I
awesome.
right?
I didn't even think about that.
Yes, fear is
Ah,
it's on the scale, on the Hawkins scale. If you
yeah,
see where fear lies, it's
yeah.
also down in the lower vibrations because fear keeps you stuck. It keeps you
Yeah.
blocked. It keeps you small. And
Mm,
so after you've gone through the shedding of layers, you shed illusions. You start to see that
mm,
fear is really just an illusion
yeah.
because there's nothing to fear at the end of the day, really. But that
Mm-hmm.
one, that was a big one.
Mm,
Another one here is, and you kind of touched upon it, is you can survive inner collapse. If you've
mm-hmm.
gone through a really intense, like what you went through with your physical health condition,
Mm-hmm.
you've gone through that. You can handle
Yeah.
anything. It's like you can handle whatever life throws at you because it builds you. It makes you stronger. It makes you more
Yeah.
resilient.
Mm,
And yeah,
yeah.
it's
Courageous.
beautiful,
Yeah.
courageous, and
Oh.
you start to pull from your
You're like your
strengths.
warrior. comes out, I guess. Like
Yes.
that powerful, beautiful soul.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that's so
love it.
nice. And yeah, you don't panic when life feels uncertain.
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, so let's touch upon that because we've entered the fire
Oh,
horse energy. So the
can you
Chinese
feel
New
it?
Year,
I can
yeah,
feel it.
fire
Oh,
energy.
because horses apparently fire, and then
And
it's
then it's
fire.
a fire element. So it's
Yeah,
a
like
double
the double fire.
fire. And
Wow.
with fire and this momentum, this energy in 2026, it's calling us to trust the uncertainty. It's calling us to
Mm,
just walk into the unknown, to face the unknown and do it
yeah.
with reverence, not fear. Because through that
Mm,
uncertainty, you will gain clarity and you will be guided to what is for your highest good. And that's a
mm.
hard one for a lot of people to
Oof.
like, because the ego construct wants to control and attach to outcomes.
Yeah,
I
it's
need to
so
know what's
true.
going to happen. I need to know how it's going to work out. And this was
Yeah,
me. The
yeah.
old me was
Oh,
like,
I was so
oh,
because the
control.
fear,
Yes.
I was like, I have to control everything so that nobody
Yes.
gets hurt and nobody gets sick. And yeah,
Yeah.
the
And
fear made me so controlling.
right, but in that state, you actually prevent
Yeah,
yourself from moving into
yeah,
a direction that's maybe more aligned for you.
yep, 100%.
So when you release that control and you just trust, like, okay, you know what? I don't know where I'm going. I have no idea that me doing this, what it's going to bring, but trusting in the uncertainty. And that is something that I certainly learned to step into after
Yeah,
my ginormous death of ego construct,
yeah.
like the shedding the layers and the illusion, right?
But that reminds me of the tarot card, the Fool in the tarot
Yes.
deck. Like, it's true. He's joyful and he's taking the step and there's a cliff
Yep.
and he's like walking there and
Yeah.
it's like he just trusts that when he takes a step off the cliff that there will be a landing.
Yeah.
And that's that honestly the last 10 years that's what it was for me. It was a
Yeah.
lot of release. I mean, one of the layers was releasing all the control. And
Mm.
now I just like my body was like my inner voice is like do this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I mean, obviously you know, your inner voice. It's not going to tell you to harm yourself, like a positive, you know,
Yeah.
thing to do. So,
And that
and
comes
yeah,
back to allowing,
yeah,
and it comes back to trusting.
yeah,
So it's all kind of like this circle,
mm,
right? That we're always just being guided back to that essence, that truth of
yeah,
ourselves. You stop needing constant reassurance.
hmm,
That's another big one because most of the time we do tend to, generally speaking, give our power away to the external. We're always seeking someone
mm.
to tell us what to do or help us
Or like validate us.
or needing validation.
Yeah,
And it's like the more that you step into your true version, you
yeah,
don't need that validation. Now,
no.
does it happen once in a while? Okay, I mean,
And
from
I
time to time,
appreciate it for
yeah,
sure. I
you know,
welcome, I love, I receive it
right,
in, but I
right.
don't
But it's
need it.
not where you operate from
Yes.
anymore.
It's like you're the light and you're shining
Yeah.
and these are just little sparks to like just it sparks your light a little brighter,
Yes.
but you don't need it to
Yes.
shine your light.
Yeah, and it's not so much validation anymore for me, it's more like a confirmation.
Ah, yes. From
Oh,
validation to
to
confirmation.
confirmation. Right? Woo! That's good. It's good because validation still means that you
Wow.
need the external to tell you that everything is okay.
Oh,
But confirmation is like, damn girl, you know it and you got it. It's
yes.
different. Can you feel that difference?
Yes.
And
The
you don't
power
even need
within
the
that.
confirmation, but the confirmation has a different frequency to it,
Yeah. Oh,
right?
yeah, the frequency.
Oh, yes.
Which we'll be talking about in the next episode next week.
Absolutely. And
Mm.
then another really big one, which Cynthia, you and I have
Oh,
talked about, is that you become a safe space for others,
oh,
which, I
it
mean,
feels so like such a
it
blessing.
is a blessing and it's an honor.
Yeah.
And it's a sacred space. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
like through my own like coaching and supporting people in that journey, it's like you become that container for people.
Mm.
You're not doing the work for them, but you
Mm.
create that space for people to feel safe and comfortable so that they can
Seen.
seen and
Heard.
heard and loved and
Mm,
supported. And when a person feels all of those things, they're more inclined to open
yeah.
and share and seek the healing that they
Yeah.
need. And the healing is within
And
themselves,
it's
right?
so beautiful that like we
Yeah.
can give that love and then they like appreciate and give us love back, but by them loving themselves, it's like the love has come back to us. Like
Mm.
it's that beautiful collect, like the yin and the
Yes.
yang,
It's the flow.
the
It's the
flow and the
infinity. Yeah.
collective like energy sharing. It just it's
Yes.
such a beautiful spot to be in. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like you carry a calm that only comes from having faced yourself.
Mm.
And
Yep.
that's pretty deep.
That calm, that
It's a calm
peace, that
peace.
safe
Yeah.
space, safe haven.
And you had to have gone through it
Well, otherwise
in
you wouldn't
order
understand it.
exactly, like,
Yeah.
and this is one thing that I really learned too. It's like I always like to help people, but I'm more of service to people now that I have a deeper
Mhm.
understanding. Having
Yeah.
gone through that process and experienced it, I
Mm.
now have that, the wisdom, the experience, and the strength to hold that space now
Yeah.
for others who are going through it. And that's the whole
It's true. It
purpose
does.
of helping
Yeah.
others, right?
Yeah, because we were held,
Yeah.
right? When we were going through
Mhm.
and now we get to help
Yeah.
hold space. And it's not for the faint of heart, right? Like you really have to build stamina to be able to hold that energetic
Yes.
space
And that's without judgment.
without judgment,
Yeah,
for
like that, and that's
sure.
hard. Like, you
100%.
have to get to a place where you don't judge people
No,
anymore.
you
You
fully
see them, you hold them.
appreciate
Yep.
them and understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where they're at in
Yeah.
whatever capacity they're in.
Mhm.
That is what safe space is.
Yeah.
And even you and I here, Cynthia, like, we've created a safe space.
Mhm.
I feel safe,
Yep, me
you
too.
feel safe,
Mhm.
and we hope that you also feel
Mm.
safe, because not only are we, putting ourselves out there to be seen and heard, but we're also doing this for you to also feel
Mhm.
that and to be seen and heard. That
Mhm.
it's a give and a take,
Mhm.
the yin and the yang,
It's so
the
true. And
frequencies.
like the ripple effect, right?
Yeah.
That hopeful like if you're seen and heard and then you work on yourself and then you can be that that sacred space holder for somebody else to be seen and heard and it's just a oh so
Yeah. It
beautiful.
is
It's
beautiful.
so
I love
beautiful.
it. I
Mhm.
love it. Yes. So, Cynthia, I think
Mhm.
you were going
Oh
to talk
yeah,
about,
the inner child
yes.
healing.
Yes.
Okay, so last episode we gave you some, ideas that have helped us. So in like the very intense dark night of the soul, a counselor really helped me to support me so that I could do the work to heal myself. Conchetta had a beautiful spiritual coach that helped her. We touched on a bunch. I just wanted
Mhm.
to mention a couple other things I did. I mean, there's so many,
There's
and like I
lots.
think we said, if you have ones that we haven't mentioned, please put them in the comments because
Mhm.
it's so this beautiful community we can help each other. And so if we haven't mentioned one and you like found it works so great, put it in the comments because it might help somebody
Yes.
else, right? The ripple
Absolutely.
effect.
Yes.
Woo! So
Yeah.
a couple of release rituals that I've done that helped a lot was either writing if you're stressed about something, just writing it down whatever is worrying you, stressing you, just get it written down on paper. And then you take that paper and safely you burn it. And as it burns, you feel it kind of release out of you. And what I usually do is like say, I release it and just please, like, universe guides, bring me clarity. I release it from my body now and that clears my mind. Um, Maybe not right away, but after a good night's sleep, I definitely get more clarity.
Mhm.
Another version of that is going to a lake or an ocean and picking up a rock. And in holding the rock, you're putting your worries. You're just speaking. You can do it in your head or out loud. Speaking your worries, stress, whatever is heavy in you, into the rock. And then you thank the rock and you throw it into the water and
Mm.
as you throw it into the water, you feel that release out of like the negative stuff release out of your body. And then as it goes into the water and the water touches the rock, it's cleansing the rock and it's cleansing you. It is a very powerful ritual, and I
Yeah.
didn't realize it when I did it. I was grieving my dad who passed away. Oh, like
Mm.
bad. And I was guided to go and do this ritual. And so I did it, and it opened whole, like it was
Yeah.
like that mini dark night of the soul, but the blooming that came
Mm.
after was huge. It opened so much for me. It was beautiful, and I didn't realize it in the moment. I just did the process, and then afterwards,
Mm.
I had the clarity and the guidance to move
Wow.
forward. So
That's pretty powerful.
yeah, beautiful
Mm.
things that might help
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, and Cynthia, when you were talking about that, I just it just reminded me because through my shamanic training,
Mm.
we learned about the elements and working with the elemental spirit and medicine and how powerful that is. And so, like water and fire or air or earth,
Mm.
like they
Yeah.
are healing, supportive elements to help. And so, like fire transmutes,
Hmm.
purifies,
Water
water
cleanses.
also cleanses,
Yeah.
so
Hmm.
releasing.
Earth
So,
grounds.
exactly. So, like,
Hmm.
beautiful. And that's why these elements were supporting. They're supportive
Oh,
of your
I
healing.
love
They're
that. I never thought
helping.
of it that
Yeah. It
way.
just sort of like
Oh,
kind of
that's
that
so
remembrance
beautiful.
came back. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, yeah, because the elements are sentient.
Mm.
They're powerful. They're like I see them as the
Mm.
elders,
Oh,
and like the wind, like for me I connect with like earth, and I connect with the air and the wind, and
mm.
like sometimes I just let the wind hit my face, and it's
Yeah.
like I'm receiving the medicine of the wind. I don't know if that makes
I
sense,
love that.
or
Well, you're
that
an air sign too, so
I
that would
am an
totally
air
make
sign.
sense.
You're
Yeah.
right. And earth, like I connect with Mother Earth, and I can visualize, and I work with her a lot whenever I need to ground, and I've
Yeah.
talked about this
Well, because
before.
we are spirit,
Yeah.
but we are also body, which is from
Mm,
Mother Earth. So it would make sense that the elements of Mother Earth would help
yes.
our body heal,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So
Yeah.
that was it, just kind of reminded me of that. And like and I'll just share just a couple of things that I
Hmm.
used when I was going through my intense healing and working with my inner child was going into like a deep shamanic journey, a healing
Mm.
journey, where I was, guided with a drum, a beat, a rhythm that helped me get into like almost like a trance like meditation
Mm-hmm.
state.
Yeah.
And that's where I met my inner child and really connected with her and did some powerful healing work. I've also just done inner child meditation work, and a lot of journaling and writing. And for me, it's about like just connecting to that child and just asking her and letting her know that she's seen and she's
Mm.
heard, or what have I missed, or what do you need to tell me, or what have I not done. It's just
Yeah.
almost like we're reparenting that inner child, right? So
Uh,
we,
yeah.
our inner child that didn't receive the things that we needed when we were growing up from our parents,
Yes.
it's not their fault.
No.
When we're an adult, it's our
Yeah.
responsibility to now
Mm.
take that parenting and saying, okay, you know what, you didn't receive ABCD. So here I am. I'm going to do that for you. And so
Oh,
that
that's
connection,
a good way to put it.
giving your inner child the
Yeah.
love, or you needed to be
That's
heard, or
so
whatever it is,
true.
because everybody's
That is so true. That is exactly what
right.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
feel
that's
that.
powerful. Yeah. So, like that's sort of what I did. And
Mm. I think also being patient,
yeah, being patient.
knowing
Yeah.
that it's okay, it's going to take time,
Yeah.
and like holding the hope, like we spoke about.
Yeah. And having
Um,
self compassion is huge.
yes.
Self compassion is
Self talk.
probably self talk, self love, self compassion.
Because, like, how do you talk to yourself? Right?
Mm.
We talk about that in 2 weeks, I think, in our love episode,
Yes,
but it's huge. Like, self love has a lot to do with self talk.
absolutely.
Like, are you judging yourself? Are you,
Yeah.
and no judgment for this,
No,
but
but
just like
this,
being
yeah.
aware of, like, because I used to, oh my gosh, I used to like, oh, you're not good enough, or, not. in a negative way, but to myself, like, oh,
Mhm.
like I just don't feel like I'm worthy of this. I'm not good enough. How can I, you know, have this or do
Mm.
this? And I after I realized what I was saying to myself, I thought, wow, like no wonder,
Yep.
no wonder I kind of like feel so,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, and
know.
that inner
So
child is always trying to get our attention.
she's so, I love her. I love
Yes.
her. She's so
Yeah.
cute. Yeah, it's a
Mm.
beautiful connection when you make
Yes.
it. It's like, oh, yeah.
And yeah,
Okay.
so we're nearing the end of our episode. So we're going to just jump
Mm.
into, let me just grab my glasses here.
Mhm.
So, tea time truth bomb. Are we going
Ah,
to talk
well,
about
we did
that?
a few.
We've done a few.
Um, I think, what do we have here? Tea time truth bomb. Reframe from that was the worst time of my life to that was the most honest time of my life. And
Yeah.
instead of I broke, you reframe it to I shed everything that wasn't me.
Mhm.
And I mean, in that last one, man, like I
That
can
one's
feel the
powerful.
power,
That one's
right? Like,
powerful. It
okay,
is.
I broke. How does that feel? Like,
Yeah.
how does that feel? It's kind of the negative talk, right? And then listen to this. I shed everything that wasn't me.
Yep.
That wasn't truly me.
Exactly.
Oh, like does
Yep.
that not feel like you're still freaking proud of yourself? Like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
the power. Oh,
So this
love
is
it.
the conscious shift. It's
Yeah.
just reframing. And yes, when you were in the thick of it, it probably sucked. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But can you see the gift in it on the other end?
Mm-hmm.
And just shifting that
Mm.
perspective, because you're not broken. Going through these dark nights of the souls, or these what feels like a collapse. Well, it is a collapse. It's
Yeah.
a death. Understanding that it's because your soul is asking for you to shed what is no longer
Mm.
serving you. And it's the layers of
Yeah.
illusions and lies and stories and
Mm-hmm.
wounds and traumas, and we're releasing those, and you
Mm.
come out and you're like, I let all that shit go. It's not me anymore. This is
Mm-hmm.
why when you come out of it, you feel lighter, you feel healthier, you feel stronger. And that's why we're sharing all of these
You
things,
know
you
what? I
know.
just had the vision. It's like, I don't know if you ever had like a really good loofah and you
Mm,
just shed like,
yeah,
oh,
all
I
those
have this
dead skin
amazing, I know
cells.
there's this amazing loofah I got on Amazon, and it like just sheds like all this dead skin cell. And after the shower, I'm like, my skin's soft. I
Yes,
feel lighter. I feel
yes, it's
amazing.
tingly.
Oh, girl,
Your
I love
lotion goes on
it.
even better. It's like,
I got
dang.
baby skin. Yeah.
Exactly. It's the
It's a good,
shedding.
it's a good loofah.
Yeah.
Dark Night of the Soul is a good loofah for the soul.
I love it. I love it.
TM. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's so true, because
Yeah.
it's, you literally are shedding,
Yeah.
or when I say death, that's what it is. It's like you're just that part of you is
Releasing. Yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
That old version is dying,
Yeah.
because the new and better and truer
Mm.
version of you is now being rebirthed.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to touch upon a couple things.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, after you
Oh.
go through this intense period, the integration of this is so important, because when you integrate these,
Mm.
this is where now you start, it's the new version of you now that you're being. This
Yeah.
is who you are. And now you're going to be like, I choose authenticity over approval.
Yeah.
I don't need people to tell me anymore who I am or what I have to do. I know what I have to do, and because I'm doing it from my truth.
Yeah.
Authenticity. Prioritizing peace over performance. So, like, I
Mm-hmm.
may have said this earlier or another time, but like, no is a complete
Yeah.
sentence. And oh, period. It's like you don't have to be part of drama or chaos, or you
Or
don't have
explain
to
yourself.
over explain or
Yeah.
defend anymore. It's just like, no, I choose peace. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to get into the other stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Listening to your body and your intuition. This is where you're going to start tapping into those spiritual gifts that have always been there, but now they're going to get louder,
Mm.
because you've released enough of that,
Yeah.
the layers, that now your gifts are going to start
Oh.
surfacing more.
Thankfully.
Your intuition is going to be
Love it.
stronger. For
Yeah.
me, that's when things really got loud
Yeah.
for me. I started hearing things, I started
Yeah.
seeing things, and that happened after,
Yeah.
because I had to let all of the other shit go.
Yeah.
Letting life be simpler,
Hmm.
simplifying, like not having to split yourself up in so many
Mm.
different ways, and just coming back to like what feels good for me right now. And if sitting down for 5 minutes is what I need, I'm going to just do it.
Yeah.
So what, there's 100 things to do, that's not important right now.
Yeah.
Simplifying where I need to be right now.
Mm.
And maybe you don't need to do all of those things anymore. The old version of you maybe had a calendar full of stuff. The new one might want less busy.
Mm.
So these are things that you
And
start.
that I think, sorry, but
No,
that I
that's
think flows
okay.
great into the tea time homework,
Yes, yes,
which
and
is the I call it resource container, or like your cup. You have
yes,
your cup, and you what you give out is like what you're emptying your cup, and then how you replenish your cup is what comes in. So
yes,
I think if like you're up for it this next week for a
yeah,
tea time takeaway, be just have that in the back of your mind as you are going through your day, and kind of think about like what like when you do something and it like makes you feel energized and like or like brings you joy. Think about this, maybe write it down. These are what fills your cup. And
mm,
then think about when like if you feel stressed, irritated, like if you're doing something and you're like stressed after or irritated, um like listen to your body, right? These are things where you're giving too much, you're pouring too much out, you're leaking from your container. These are areas that need to be looked at, because maybe they are not what is going to feed the new you,
mm,
right? Could
mm-hmm.
be like relationships, like friendships, who knows? Like it could be anything
Yeah,
that just needs to be looked at and analyzed. And only you can do that because it is your container. So, for example, like saying yes to everybody, that was a
mm,
huge one for me.
yeah,
Boundaries,
yeah,
boundaries were huge. As
mm-hmm.
soon as I set my own boundaries up, I had time, or I was able to then start filling my cup.
Yeah,
So like looking at where you're giving too much away, um where where are you having me time,
yeah,
time to actually sit down and like be with that inner voice. Like there's so much noise going on all the time in this world with technology, or like just having like so much on our plates. Why do you have so much on your plate, right? Like
mm,
maybe there's things that are on your plate that you have done because you have always done it. But
yeah,
now this new version of you is like, I can't do this anymore. And that would, if you listen to your body tell, when you do that, you will feel
yeah,
extra irritated, extra stressed,
mm-hmm.
extra whatever you felt before will be amplified because your body's like, I can't do this anymore, right?
Yeah. And a good question, sorry,
Yeah,
Cynthia,
yeah,
is
yeah.
to ask yourself, how is this serving me?
Yeah.
Because if you can honestly answer, like, is this serving me? Is this helping me in any way? Then that's great. But if it isn't, you're going to have to let it go. It's
Yeah.
not serving
And I
you
mean,
anymore.
like if it it could just be like, love that you have, that, like you want, it's like you want to help but it's stressing you out. You have to figure out how to
Oh,
balance that. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like sometimes you have like an aging parent or you have to take care of. Like
Hmm.
you, as that love of in your heart, you want to take care of them, but then it's so stressful. Like maybe it's a discussion of like, hey, we need to hire somebody to
Hmm.
do XYZ so that it takes that off my plate, so that I'm not so stressed and I can be with you
Yeah.
and have that love, and while still not
Hmm.
emptying my cup so much, right? it's
Yeah.
it's it's an analysis only you can do.
Exactly.
um and yeah, like I really feel like you need to kind of stop the outside noise though to go and be aware of it. So a few things that I noticed emptied my container was the phone
Mm,
notifications.
yeah.
I
That one
was
was a
like,
big one for me too.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you're like a servant to your phone. So I shut mine
Yeah.
off,
Hmm.
and I'm like, I'll check my messages when I have time, and
Yep.
and it's fine. Emergencies, I told my family, if there's an emergency, call me. And I was great. Social media, I don't have a business. Like, I have a business, but I only check my social media notifications when I go on social media. I
Yeah.
don't allow them to come through
Oh
my
my
phone.
god, those pings and dings like
I
were
can't
an
do it.
assault on my
Oh,
nervous system.
yes.
Like it,
Yes.
you feel it. It's like
Yeah.
it's like, oh my god, I turned mine off a long
Well,
time
because the
ago. It
thing
was
is, you're trying to
ridiculous.
be in the moment and
Yeah,
it's taking you out of the moment. It's like,
exactly.
no, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So that's like, there's an idea. And then like any small step, like if you're stressed to cook or clean, like there's services where you can get, healthy food delivered to your door. There's cleaning services. And of course, you would have to probably look at your budget, but maybe there's something that you can give, like, stop doing in your budget, that money can then be
Yeah.
used for, the food service or the cleaning service, that then will allow you to have the time
Mm.
to that you need, right? It's every maybe it's just everybody's different, right? So you
Everyone's
just have to
different.
kind of
Exactly.
take time, analyze where you're feeding your cup, where it's going out, what's leaking, and then how can you make small changes, because
Yeah.
small changes have huge impacts.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also just want to say, because I remember, as a mom, like raising my children, and I remember those days where I had no time to even shower. I mean, I know there might be many people that are going through that, and
Mhm.
taking time for yourself can be something as simple as just having either a sitter or your spouse or partner to just take your child, and you can go have a hot bath, or go and just go for a walk by yourself. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It's just
Yeah.
making sure that you take that time, whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, just to devote to you,
Yes.
is so important, because I know everybody's at different stages of
Yeah.
where they're capable of doing these certain things, and these are all amazing. But like, even if you are busy, taking a bath, that was
Mhm.
my life saver when my
Mm.
kids were little. That was it. And my husband just knew, and it was like once a week I would just take a 10-minute bath, and that
Mm.
was my care. Do you know what
Mm.
I mean? And that's all.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a lot.
It's whatever's good for, like, if running
Yeah,
is your thing and that's your
exactly.
peace time,
Mhm.
then that's what you do. Like,
Yeah.
make time for it, basically, is what we're trying to say. Just make
Yeah,
time for something
make
that
time.
fills your cup. And don't and s- think about releasing things that
Mm.
suck you dry,
Yeah.
that are not providing you.
But I love how said, like, check your container,
Mm.
because and that comes to, like, bringing that self-awareness to yourself, and always recognizing by feeling, if I feel drained, well,
Yeah.
what is it that's causing a drain? Or if I feel
Hmm.
energized, what caused me to feel energized? The
Hmm.
more conscious and aware that you are of those things
Mm.
around you, the more you're able to pinpoint and say, when I do this, I don't feel great. When I do this, I love it. So you can also you start to be able to see it better.
Oh, and then you
Do you
can
know what I mean?
build your life
Yeah.
from that, kind of
Yeah.
your desired life.
Exactly. But a
Yeah.
container is a great way of kind of
Mhm.
describing it, because everything that's in it is your life.
Mhm.
And it's either helping you or hindering you. It's
Yeah.
either bringing you peace or bringing you stress. And the only person that can really shift that is you. So this is why Cynthia is
Mm.
bringing it up, as sort of like addressing it as a homework takeaway, which I think is fantastic, is start noticing.
Yeah.
Just take note when
Yeah.
things come up in your life and say, ooh, that one didn't feel good. Can
Mhm.
I take that out of my container?
Yeah.
And now, when you do that, you've just made space for something else that is going to be
Mm.
better for you. So, these are just
Mhm.
like little things, lots of different ways.
Yep.
And I think it's wonderful, because everyone's going to find something that works for
Yeah.
them. But just a great reminder, for people, because sometimes with life it's hard to remember to do these things for ourselves. But it's so important, especially if you've gone through something, like a
Mm.
dark night of the soul. It's
Mm.
so important to put yourself first.
Yeah.
That's, if I can stress that enough, is you have to give. back to you.
Yeah.
Um,
Amen.
yeah.
Mm.
So I think we are like near the end here.
Yep.
So yeah, and
Should we bowl it out?
we're gonna bowl it out. Yeah, we're gonna close
And
off.
sorry,
Hmm.
next should we tell them what's coming up next weekend or next week?
Yes. Oh, we got a nice episode coming up next
The title
week.
is Consciousness, eh?
Yes,
We
consciousness.
dive deep into consciousness.
That's going to be really fun. So make sure you stay tuned for that because we're
Hmm.
going to dive into some really fun stuff, some like aha moment stuff. And don't forget, please like,
Mm.
share, subscribe to our YouTube
Mm.
channel.
Share it.
Share it
Yeah.
because I
Anybody
know
that might
there's
like it.
people that need to heal and receive
Hmm.
information, and we really just want to help as many people as we can, so thank you. And one final thing, before we close out, is that just remembering that the dark night, it didn't necessarily change you, it revealed you.
Mm.
So it basically shows you, hey, who are you? And here you
Mm.
are. The true you,
Yeah.
the real you
Yeah.
is there.
Beautiful.
So it's a
Mm.
revealing. I love that.
I love that.
So, okay,
It's a good
so
way to close it off.
yeah, I just wanted to throw
Yeah.
that out there. So we're gonna just
Okay. I'm gonna bask
we're
in this
gonna
bowl.
say goodbye to everybody.
Oh,
We love
bye.
you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next
Mm.
episode.